Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Owl Upstairs Tarot. I'm so grateful that our energies have aligned and that Spirit brought you here for this message that I'm going to share today. So, this is very new. I took some time off from doing some readings to have a reevaluation moment and feel like this is a better way to connect to community and to feel more connected to you as a viewer. So, I'm excited to share readings in this way. So I don't know what Spirit's going to bring forward today. I'm very excited to to hear the messages that they share, to share the messages with you. So I'm going to kind of do it a little bit different than I've done it over the last couple of months. And we're just going to let Spirit share whatever Spirit wants to share. So I trust that you were brought here for a reason. Whatever they want to share today, we will find out together. So let's start. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to share with us today in alignment, as always, with our highest good and for the highest good. Beautiful. Okay, so we have the card of the Mentor. We have the Judge, the King, the Eternal Child, and we have the Dead End. All right. So what I'm seeing here is the first thing I'm snagged by is all the hands. So we have Spirit leading, then we have all of these hands. It's almost like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Spirit's leading the way, and then we have 4 different areas of what we're diving into. Okay. Something that seems very clear-cut. This is like 4 areas of life. Okay, something that's very black and white, something that's very, it's like where you shine, where we have our inner light, our fire, our happiness, and then what needs to end. So let's ask more about these 4 areas as Spirit guides us. And let's let this reading unfold. Okay, so let's do these. I just got these cards a couple days ago. It's the Diana Cooper's Golden Future Oracle deck, and the art on this card, on these cards, are just absolutely beautiful. Very excited to use these in readings. So, okay, Spirit, could you kindly share the very best cards for each of these? Thank you. Second one, please, to help us understand the messages. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the first card we got with the Judge was the Unicorn. Spread the light of the unicorn. So I feel like when I tune into this, there's something that we need to have. It's like a pure lens, or like a cleansed lens. Because unicorns are very light and they're very pure and they help elevate the vibration of something. So with the Moon card here, or the Moon on this Unicorn card, I feel like it may have to do with some emotions. Let me draw my Moon cards. So, Spirit, could you... Wow, beautiful. We love it. Face your fears. Moon rising truth, and Yang Moon strength. Okay, so that helps me know that there's absolutely something that you're seeing as black and white that we need to pause, pump the brakes, and maybe see things through an illuminated lens. Find something that brings you a lot of joy, lightness, airiness, and allows you to see something for what it is, but in a way that is not so scary. I'm hearing there is a lot of power in truth, and it's not something to be feared. So the truth will set you free. That's where you're going to be able to step out and shine. Love that. Okay, so I'm curious to see how this all plays out, but we'll see. We also have with the king, we have the animals and the super love portal. I love that. Okay. So this to me represents the kingdom. You're honoring the animal kingdom. I feel like some of you have been getting signs, synchronicities, messages from animals, from spirit, from the angelic realm. And they want you to know that that is them trying to help you to guide the way through this judgment. Okay, so this is the situation, and this is how Spirit's trying to help guide us and shed some light over our fears and to bring some light into our lives. Okay, to help with the fears and to show you how strong you are. Beautiful. I feel like some of you need to remember that no matter where you are in your journey, your heart is always connected to source, always. So if you have any anxieties, fears, doubts, you can always go to the Most High, to truth, to love, to joy. And they will try to snag and get your attention any way that they can. For some of you right now, it is through nature. So if you can go outside and be in nature, I would absolutely recommend you doing that. Ground your energy, put your feet on the earth, connect to the earth mother, because we're not just connected to the heavens above, we're also connected through Mother Nature, through the earth. And when you are someone who is highly sensitive, or just if you're around technology or a lot of people, it's very normal to have disturbances within our energy field that can cause confusion or can cause us to have black and white thinking. And by going to nature can help us to purify and cleanse our field, and also to get clarity on things that maybe we need help seeing a higher perspective in. Beautiful. Okay, next we have our beautiful planet. So the eternal child and our beautiful planet. I love this. Go outside and play. Just have fun. See what Spirit brings to you. There's something about being lighthearted and not so, there's so much light in this reading. Relaxing, allowing things to unfold. And the last card is the Golden Stellar Internet. Communicate in a fifth dimensional way. Beautiful. Okay, so that's this card. The dead end with that. This feels like a loop. Okay. I think you're getting an upgrade. I think you're getting an upgrade in your energy. And because the angels have come forward with this love portal and our beautiful planet, let's just draw an angel card. This is the Angels and Aura Oracle deck. I think Kyle Gray made this deck. It's through Hay House. It's a really nice deck. It's got some pizzazz for sure. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, point of view. What do we talk about? With the perspective. Okay, so this is all about shifting our perspective, and maybe you're being really judgmental of yourself. Maybe you're being really judgmental of others. Maybe we're being just really hard on our situation, our circumstance, and we're just like, what the heck? This goes here. These go here. Let's see. When you are in alignment with your truth and you're standing in your authenticity and your power, I feel like you have this very unshakable strength about you. Like there's something within when we know God, source, truth, when we know what is right for us, when we are enlightened, there's a loving power behind that. That's not forceful as in making something happen kind of strength. It's a strength of uplifting love. And when we're in illusion, or if we're going through a dark night of the soul, or if we are going through a transition of sorts, it's very normal to feel like it's going to last forever. We're disconnected from this. And Spirit wants you to know that the light is always with you, always with you. And that if you are going through those things right now, know that that's just one lens of the whole. I recently heard something that it talked about. I don't remember where I heard this. It was online. I was listening to YouTube something. And it talked about getting an upgrade in our perspective. And it's like wearing the lenses of the sunglasses that we had when we were a child, the eternal child. And the sunglasses that we got when we were kids is like our lens or how we see through the reality of life. And as we get older, if we're not mindful of changing our sunglasses, they get scratched and they get damaged, and our faces grow, so then they like are all wonky. And having an ego death or having a shift in our perspective removes those sunglasses and then gives us a new pair to where we can see reality through the correct lens of truth and love, of our own essence with oneness. And it doesn't always it feels sometimes very earth-shattering to have those sunglasses taken off, and then you're blinded by light and you're like, what are we doing? It's very black and white because we didn't know anything, and then we knew all these things, and it's like, well, where do I fall in the spectrum of this? And so I feel like that's maybe what some of you are experiencing right now. To help you to move in a more harmonious direction along your soul's journey, connecting with this energies of the animals, I think will be very beneficial for you, because they are very much a tangible way that we can communicate with spirit. For instance, I had what are those, woodpecker in my backyard, like one of the pileated ones with the red on them. They're very beautiful. They're very big birds. But to me, anytime I see one of those out in nature, I know that there's a new rhythm and a new vibration or a new flow state that I'm trying to work my way into, because they're very rhythmic birds. And so for me personally, that's how I connect to those animals. That if, let's say, you see or hear an owl, or there's a certain bird, or maybe you see dolphins on the back of somebody's vehicle, like they don't have to actually be physical animals, although if they are, that's amazing. But if you see like a bunch of eagles, or ask yourself what that animal is trying to share with you as far as messages go, because there's some element of your internal child, an element of those old sunglasses that I think what Spirit's saying here is they're trying to guide you through and help you to see that the way you're doing whatever it is you're doing, whether it's like with relationships, with jobs, with communication, like it's going to vary for everyone on a different plane, because everyone's going to express this differently. They're trying to help you to shift. And so what once was, how you once communicated, how you once lived life, is not going to be how you're going to be able to continue living life. And so they're trying to help you to flow and to come back into harmony and balance. Let's see what else. I was like, I don't know if we drew an angel card. We did. Sometimes when the messages flow, I don't always remember what I'm saying or what we did, but that's all right. It's about being the channel. Open your heart. Okay, so there's new doorways, new opportunities knocking is what I just heard in this one as well. Have confidence in this balance. Oh, I love it. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of areas in life. When I look at this card, I feel like I'm juggling and spinning like 35 plates. Strength, balance, prepared, tranquil. So strength, vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. There's a song that come and knock on my door, I'll be waiting for you. Gosh, opportunities knocking. People are going to come within your field. There's going to be different, maybe, spirit works through technology. We have the golden stellar internet. So maybe you have things that you come across in YouTube, or like maybe this video found you on YouTube, or, maybe there are new ideas being presented to you that challenge your sunglasses perspective. And I feel like you're being called to open up to these and listen with your heart instead of your mind, because our heart always knows the truth and the path forward, and to have confidence and to take one step forward at a time. There is something very important about maintaining your peace, knowing that there's enough time, listening to your body, because if you're finding that your body is responding in ways that you're around maybe people that you've always been around, but now you're noticing that you don't resonate with those people, or maybe your body is saying, no, I can't do this anymore. Maybe you're having reactions to different foods, or, you know, something that you've always done maybe a specific way that now you are finding you just can't do that anymore. And it's because your vibration is rising, you're shifting your energy, your frequency is changing, which is beautiful. It's like you're graduating. You're going from like one way of being, now you're graduating, and because you've graduated, you can't go back to the old way that you've used to operate. It's like, you know, Spirit's giving you a diploma. Yay, to the higher vibrational realms, which is not always easy. And so I do want to make sure I honor that as well, because when we're going through purges, or shifts in timelines, dark night of the souls, ego death, we can kind of have a few days where we feel really lost out at sea. Sometimes more than a few days. Sometimes it's like months. But one step at a time is like the really big key here. And the more grounded you are, again, and going back to connecting to the heart center, connecting to source, and knowing you always have that channel open and available to you, that's going to help you to maintain your balance and integrity. Let's draw some tarot cards. Let's see what the tarot has to share with us. I love that we have the animal card from this deck, because this is an animal tarot. So I think it fits with the reading nicely. So Spirit, what would you like to share, please? Oh my, these cards are thick. So sometimes when you're doing readings, you can feel the energy in the cards. Like they did not want to be shuffled that way. They want to be shuffled this way. So that's fun. So we have the Page of Earth. What else? Thank you. All right. Which is the Tabby Cat. It's fun. It's like we talked about graduating with a diploma, and then the cat has her hand on this book. So I feel like there's something about knowledge and wisdom and learning. Maybe not being hard on yourself and going through this learning experience with the lightheartedness of the unicorns, like the child. Animals are also very instinctive. You know, the king of the jungle just is. So something also about following your instincts and just like being guided intuitively on what you need to learn or what you need to experience. Some new opportunities coming and knocking. So I think this is going to be something very tangible. Like this is definitely an opportunity that would be like through a person or through a book, or like learning through the internet. We also have the Hermit. For some of you, I do feel like this could also be learning through the Akashic Records. If you're someone that has a connection to, which we all have, let me preface by saying everyone has the ability to connect to the Akashic Records and get information from their higher self and their soul, and connect to their spirit guides to have access to the information that best serves them and their highest good. So if that's something that you're interested in, know that you can go within in meditation and absolutely access that information. We have Balance, which is Temperance. We have the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the World, followed by Knight of Fire, which is a dolphin, which we mentioned earlier, and the Two of Earth. I love it. Okay, so this is very exciting, because this wisdom and this knowledge that you're going to seek within yourself, like this is not, yes, you can learn things from books, and yes, you can learn things from the internet, and yes, you can, learn things from other people, but I think that this is something that you have to either intuitively learn from within yourself, or this is knowledge that you're being guided to from spirit, from your higher self, from source. And it's going to help you to shift that black and white thinking into a more harmonious, balanced way. So we're going into the gray area because it can be both. I think sometimes whenever we have extremes or our points of view can be extreme, it's because we're fearful of, like, one, being wrong, or two, it could be just like our entire reality is then up for reevaluation, which can also be very terrifying. But it can be very expansive and exciting too. Depends on how you look at it. It's your perspective. Know that by tempering these things and bringing the perspectives into balance, things are going to change and you're completing this cycle. So you're getting a whole new pair of sunglasses. You're getting a huge upgrade. This is awesome. You're going to vibrate at a different frequency. Your communication and your ability to live in the water and then come up for air and then to notice, what you want. Dolphins are also very joyous. So not only are they strong communicators, but they have the best of both worlds, being both a mammal that lives in the ocean and breathes water, but they have crazy just song and communication. Song lines is what I just heard. Communication abilities, harmonizers of frequencies. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right now. Moving quickly is important. There is nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. We just said that. We literally just said that. So go after it. Be confident in yourself. If there's, oh gosh, this is the red pill or the blue pill. It's the Matrix. Oh my gosh, that's funny. And I like that this cat's eyeballs, I don't know if you can see that, but they're just like, what are we doing? You may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. Yeah, you have a lot going on within your life. Who doesn't? But play. That's the child, the eternal child. Like, what does your heart and soul long to do? Like, what does it want to express? How does it want to move forward? This tabby cat also just reminded me, when I was a kid in the 90s, there was this game called Pretty Pretty Princess. And some of you may remember that game where you dressed up and, I don't know, you had like all these rings and crowns and things. And I feel like there's an element of your inner child that like wants to play games like that, like wants to play. Like, you have wisdom and knowledge that you're carrying from being an adult, but it's also really important to honor like your inner, like balancing your adult self and your child self in a happy medium and not having to be like very rigid and hardcore and like neglect your inner child self too, because adults want to have fun too, and fun can be, there can be perspectives and levels of fun. Like, we can have fun in the everyday moment while we carry on about our life, like we can look for those moments where we have moments of awe with woodpeckers in our backyard, or we can, I don't know, find a penny and pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck. Like those fun, whimsical, like little things that we had when we were kids that maybe as an adult we don't. When we're in the drudgery of like, oh, I have to go and do this and I have to do that, and blah, blah, blah. We miss those moments because we're so fixated on one way of doing it that it's like, oh, but like all of this magic surrounds me right here and right now. If I'm open to allowing myself to see through that almost optical illusion when I have my new sunglasses on, when I feel like a superstar. Yeah, that's super fun. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I'm being snagged to do. Anything else, Spirit? We'll do these. Okay, so a few more tarot cards from the Light Seer Tarot. So Spirit, yes. What else? Thank you. Anything else? Closing remarks. There we go. All right. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, Three of Wands, and Ace of Cups. So you're establishing new roots. You're working towards this. This is like something that has taken a lot of time, but know that if you've been doing a lot of work below the surface and people haven't seen you haven't seen the external shifts yet in the 3D, victory, celebration, recognition's coming. Know that it's on the way. It's going to expand your day-to-day, your vision, your perception, and it's going to bring a lot of emotional happiness. It's going to expand your heart. You're going to open your heart to higher levels of consciousness, higher ways of being. I also feel like there's something here about it's like the things that we thought would make us happy, we've now realized that we don't have to have them to have a fulfilling life. Like, you see life through the lens of like, of course, yes, I want those things. Like, I can work for them, but I'm okay with it being on God's time and being fulfilled in the every now and moment, and not just like the highs and the lows and like living for the highs. It's like we're always open, heart-centered, and feeling fulfilled. We have the Strength card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. With the sheepdog and then the sheep and the lamb on the Strength card, it makes me feel like it's also important to tend to your little lamb. So if this is your inner child or a child who needs nurturing, the aspect of yourself that needs tempering and guidance, look for that guidance. If you're not sure what direction to move forward in or how to find that strength, there's another card. We have Strength twice. Where's the strength? Where do we need strength in? What are we doing? Light. Helping us to see the light and the joy and the happiness. Sometimes that does take work. I mean, that can be to pull yourself out of a dark place is a huge accomplishment. So that's tempering the two elements within yourself, the black and white, is going to bring you a lot of wealth, happiness. You're going to feel so powerful with the Emperor card and in control, like, because you're going to be in your power by saying no to things that maybe you once said yes to, and that's the dead end. I mean, the Nine of Wands is all about just standing strong, standing up after like quite a feat. And in this particular Nine of Wands, I just feel like she's so proud of herself because she's like, has her staff of wisdom. She's her head up, shoulders back, like head held high. Like, I effing did this. Like, it just feels like, yes. And then also cool, calm, and collected. Like, this is not something that we took action. Yes, we balanced and we made sure that we're choosing the right thing for us personally. But it's one of those things that's like in an inner satisfaction that no one can take away from you, because you have found the strength within yourself to help yourself get pulled out of this challenging circumstance or situation, whatever, however that is within your personal life. Relationship, job, pattern, cycle, family, karma. Like, this can be a lot of different things for everyone, but whatever has come to your mind as I've been talking about this is going to be the right thing for you. So I feel like this is our reading. I feel complete. Yeah. All right. So final closing thoughts, Spirit, for today, and just what they can look forward to in the future. Positive final thoughts that will serve for the closing statement of this reading. What do we got? The Yogini. I hope I said that right. I love this rainbow. We have a lotus flower. It's beautiful. And it says, we are all one, each an inseparable part of the unseen infinite energies that surround, sustain, and empower us, and all there is. Ooh, I got shivers. That's such a beautiful card to end on. Oh, take a breath as that settles. Wow. Beautiful. Well, from my heart to yours, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope Spirit touched your heart and expanded it, and you got exactly what you needed. May you be well, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.